Today, we're going to be doing a deep dive, kind of an unboxing of the Google AI Studio. We're going to go through and show you all the ways that this can help you make money. And I got to tell you, there's some new things in here that are actually mind-blowing. Some things we haven't seen before, including the ability for the AI to actually see your screen, notice what's on the screen, give you real-time feedback on it, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, Alina, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing good. So let's try out what features we are offered by AI Studio and how can we use them.
Okay, cool. So show us this and let's go through it slowly because we want to look at okay, you start with create a prompt. Is it pretty much like ChatGPT or?
Yeah, but I think they made it a little bit easier with that they have a prompt gallery already here with providing some of the prompts for you, or you can also create your own prompt. You can also interact with the AI assistant here to create a code or help you write an application or a tool.
So what does that look like? Like if I wanted to create a WordPress plugin, what would I do here?
You just pretty much type in that you need a WordPress plugin and it will give you the code right away.
Okay.
Do you want to give more specifics on which one you want?
Yeah, let's have it make a WordPress plugin that allows us to paste images from the clipboard on Microsoft or whatever it would be. And now, did you find this to be a lot different than ChatGPT coding?
A little bit, yes. It understands the tasks better and can create a design and everything on its own decisions, which ChatGPT usually doesn't.
Okay. Okay, so now it's going to run the code. And what did you find different? So it looks like it's giving us a little outline, showing us what it needs. Okay, that's cool. So it actually shows us what it needs versus just, hey, here's your code. Okay.
Let's say to write it in, can you?
So you're going to write it in PHP. Okay, so now it's writing the code. And do we have the ability to save the file, or is it still copy and paste into a notepad kind of deal?
We do have an ability to save it here.
Oh, nice. So how can we, show me how that works if we wanted to save it as like a TXT file or a PHP file or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. I think we can, I didn't try it
Oh,
before.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and that saves it as code.js. Perfect. I like this.
Yes, and it describes how to use this file, which is very useful for somebody who doesn't know how the file system should work.
I like that. Yeah, because with ChatGPT, you had to copy and paste and save. And sometimes, like last week, we were doing the video where we were making the Chrome extension, and we saved the file wrong, and it took us like 2 hours to figure it out. Well,
Yes, exactly. So that will be easier with this one because it gave me instructions before on how to save 3 files that it created and how to name them. And it worked perfectly.
okay, cool. I like that. That right there is a big time saver, and the ability to change things and have it actually save it in the same folder is good too. Because probably by default, since it's using Chrome, it's going to go into your downloads folder, and then you can create your own subfolders from there. But that actually, I think that's a game changer. That's something that is very far advanced. Even though it's something subtle, it's much more advanced than ChatGPT because it's actually giving us that file, which makes it easier. It's kind of a mix between Bolt and ChatGPT, where it's like, okay, you have control over the files, even if you don't know what they're doing. Whereas with ChatGPT, it's like, here's the file. If it's messed up, good luck. You got to go test it.
Yes, exactly. The editing with it is pretty easy as well. It will tell you what to put where, how to change it. Sometimes it tells you just copy the new code and paste it in the file. So it makes it easier to interact with it. It's pretty fast and it's pretty efficient. You can add changes. I tried that too. And does it? So far, I didn't see it making mistakes that much as ChatGPT did.
Cool. So it's a lot cleaner. It was a lot faster. I mean, ChatGPT took forever. This thing's just spitting out like crazy. Okay, cool. So that'll do JavaScript, PHP, probably even get into some React codes.
Python and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's good with Python as well.
And then you can also toggle over in the right hand of the screen which model you want to use, which is pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see if they put Google's deep research in this, because that's going to be interesting. So these things are going to be speeding up pretty quickly. So this is the main prompt, and you can also use it for writing articles and stuff too, yeah?
Yes, they have a lot of prompts for writing your blog, like a math tutor, writing your math worksheets. It's the code optimizer as well. So marketing AI, get ready with strategy or advertising. So a lot of useful things already created
Tone
up
changer,
here.
game
Yes.
character. Okay. Let's go up a little bit. So we got to regex, weather. With the math worksheet, I wonder if we could create a worksheet and then turn it into a code. Like,
Yeah,
oh, hey,
I think we can.
make a mortgage calculator or something like that. That's kind of
Pretty
cool.
much.
Cool. And then bake to JSON, image to recipe in JSON. I don't know what that would do. Why would you want
Basically,
to?
I think you give it an image of a dish and it comes up with the recipe on how to make it.
Got it. Okay. So it's like a reverse recipe search. Like, hey, here's some apple pie.
How do I make
Yeah,
it?
go get some apples and some pie, and there you go. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so next up, video Q&A. Ask questions about key details in a video.
Yes, that's a
Interesting.
good feature. It can analyze video pretty well. It can tell you what's it about, what was mentioned there.
Let's click on that one. So you just give it like a YouTube link or something? Okay, so it's actually going to access a video on your account?
It seems like.
Okay, so maybe like in your Google Drive.
Yeah, Google Drive.
Using this
once.
video,
it
please
interacts with
answer.
Google Drive for sure.
Okay, so
But
this
we
is going to
don't have any videos on Google Drive. Actually,
Got it.
no, we do. We do.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, your ones you tested out.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a
see
look
how
at
we
those.
can upload it. The question is, I don't see where. Do you see the upload video?
Maybe the plus button down there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's try that. Okay, there you go. Upload file, allow drive access. Okay, I hope that was Google Drive.
Yeah, but I don't
Try
see-
upload file
Okay.
and just get go to like videos or something. Just pick one of those. It might be a little too big, but we could try them anyway.
Like this one.
That'll work. Yeah, I think that's our mess up. So maybe it'll know that we messed up in the first trial here. So who's the main subject? List out how Ashley navigated her trip. At what timestamp did the musicians appear? So it looks like it's basically, it's going to watch the video, it's going to get the text from it, transcribe it internally, and then...
It can be used like what brands were mentioned here, what products were mentioned in the video, what AI tools were mentioned in the video, something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a while for it to load. So I
Yeah,
think we're
and
gonna
I
drop it.
think we get the idea of how that
Yes.
works. So let's go ahead and go to what I think is the biggest one here, which is the streaming real time. The ability to actually have AI look at my screen, give me feedback, and not just in this window, because one of my worries was, okay, it's going to be in this window, and you're going to have to navigate within here, but it's actually the entire screen.
Yes, you can analyze everything. So let's try to do that. Basically,
Okay.
to start it, you can provide it with the screen video or the camera video. It also automatically turns on the microphone because it mostly works with the audio output. However, you can choose it here. So you can switch between text and audio. It's a little more convenient to work with the audio because you're going to be switching the screens and seeing different stuff. So let's test it out.
So let's do entire screen. There we go.
Okay, let's do entire screen. Are you ready to share your screen?
So let's provide it with a href page.
Okay. Yeah, just go to that first one. Let's put that treadmill one in.
We will ask it to analyze the domain and see how it does.
And is there a way to pause as we're going? Like, is it just going to hear everything we say, or?
I did pause it by clicking.
Okay,
so right
so
now it
clicking
doesn't
that.
hear us.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, let's do the top pages, I guess. Hey, I'm trying to analyze the domain on the page right here. Can you see it?
Okay, I see you are trying to analyze the domain on the page that you are showing me. Is there anything specific you would like me to focus on?
Yes, I need to see how good is this domain if I want to start my blog post on it.
Okay, I see you are looking to see how good this domain is for starting a blog post. I can see the graph showing organic pages and traffic over time. What specific data points are you focusing on to determine this?
I want to see if the previous pages were on the topic of
Treadmills.
treadmills and if it had enough
Okay.
traffic in the history to quickly raise that traffic.
Okay, you want to see if... Okay, you want to analyze the traffic history of the domain, specifically regarding the topic of treadmills. I can see from the graph that the highest points of traffic were in late 2020 and early 2021. Is there a specific time period you'd like to explore?
Let's go to the pages. So go ahead and click on one of those, and let's get a bunch of the pages. No. Click on up in the graph. So click in the graph right there. There
Okay,
you go.
you'd like to go to the pages section and see those individual pages. I can see a table of pages on the screen now with information such as URL, status, traffic, and keywords. Is there a specific one you'd like to explore?
Let's look at the one that was ranking number 16 for Sol F63. What is that?
Okay, you want to look at the page that was ranking number 16 for Sol F63, which is the second one on the list. It is titled https://treadmillpros.com/sol-f63-fitness-review/. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you are interested in the Sol F63 fitness review page. Would you like me to look at the content of that page or anything else on this screen?
Can you tell me what that is? What is that? Is it a treadmill?
Okay, you are asking about the Sol F63 and if it is a treadmill. Based on the URL and the surrounding context, Sol F63 is the name of a specific treadmill model, and the page we are looking at is a review of that product.
What kind of content can I put on this page to restore it?
Okay, you're asking what kind of content you could add to the Sol F63 page to restore its ranking. Since the current content is a product review, you could consider things like adding updated information, more details, user testimonials, or even a video review. Also, consider updating it with new or more relevant keywords.
Pause it real quick. So I'm seeing...
Okay, you would like me to repeat what I just said? I stated that since the current content is...
So it's not actually accessing anything other than what it sees and what it knows.
Yes.
So that's interesting. So for like marketing insights, I think that could be good. Like if we were to go to the tab up there for learn a language. So go ahead and start the talking again. I'll speak to it and then switch over to that tab.
Okay, learning a language one?
It's up on the very top up there, right? One more
Okay.
there. So go ahead and start it. I'll talk and then we'll use that. Okay, so on this screen here, what would be some good ways to market this product?
Okay, you're asking for good ways to market this language learning product that is on your screen.
Yes.
Some good marketing strategies could include highlighting their 22 years of experience, their 4.7-star rating from over 5,000 reviews, and their 2 million plus members. It also makes sense to emphasize the variety of languages they offer and the fact that people can try for free. Do any of those jump out to you as being most impactful?
Okay, now what would be some good platforms I can market this on?
Okay, you're now asking about good platforms to market this language learning product. Some good platforms to consider would include social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You could also consider Google Ads or even email marketing if they have a way to capture customer emails. Would any of those platforms make more sense given your target audience?
I think I'd like an Instagram or Pinterest strategy. What would that look like?
Okay, you're thinking about an Instagram or Pinterest marketing strategy for this language learning product. On Instagram, visually engaging content like short videos of people using the platform or images showcasing language learning success would work well. For Pinterest, you could use visually appealing infographics and blog posts about language learning. In both platforms, you could also highlight the try for free aspect. Do any of those approaches seem most relevant to your needs?
Pause it. So I'm saying that this is actually pretty basic. It's not, I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
It's kind of just reading the page and it's
Being
like,
very like literate, kind of.
yeah, it's like circular logic. Like, oh, hey, you know, I could show you ways to make money online by showing you that money is made online and the different ways you can do so. Like, wait a minute, what?
Maybe try asking you for like example how the pin gonna look like.
Yeah, okay, so let's do that. So
Can you give me an example on how the Pinterest pin about it gonna look like? A full description of it?
Okay, you're asking for an example of what a Pinterest pin for this language learning product would look like, with a full description. A Pinterest pin could be a visually appealing image, perhaps showcasing different languages or people interacting while using the app. The description would be a bit longer than the caption, and it could include details about the different languages, the free trial, or the 22-year of experience and 2 million users. Would you like me to elaborate on anything else related to the Pinterest pin description?
Can you tell me 25 different pins that would work? Maybe something like how to say certain things in certain languages? Oh, we broke it.
We broke it. I heard about like 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
So I would say here, the number one way to make money with this right now, the way it's working, is the coding. I like the idea that we can see things on screen and maybe it can even like decipher code or figure things out. But I think you're going to be faster in text with that. So as far as like the live visualization, not super impressed with it. I think it can help with some things, but more or less you could get I think Microsoft Copilot is going to be 1,000 times better. It's just not talking to us, but the talking here is redundant.
Yes.
I mean, it'd be like having a robot and you're like, can you pick that up? Well, in order to pick that up, you might want to bend down and pick it up. You might want to grab it with your hand and it's like, yeah, but can you actually do it? It's not doing it.
True, it's not quite there yet. Although there are things that you can use it for. For example, you're getting into the application or the page with an interface that you don't know how to use. Then you can probably ask it what to click or what to open to do something. So it can provide this visual help.
Yeah. Or I saw also, which we won't get into yet because I know, actually, we probably could with that camera, but we have way too many cameras hooked up to do it. It had right there, if you click on the thing where camera. So theoretically, I could walk around my house and it can tell me all the products that are in my house or ways to clean my floor, whatever, like anything really. That I see as a feature that once they perfect, it can work really well, especially for review products, if you're going to do product reviews and things like that. Also, I find it to be a little wordy.
Yes, at the moment it does sound wordy and like unnecessary repetition of what you said.
Yeah, like it's going to take a half hour to say 4 sentences. Let's go through. So we have talk to Gemini, show Gemini, share your screen. It looks like it is in an isolated environment, so it's not actually going on the internet unless we take it to the internet. And even then, it's not really on the internet, it's just looking at what's on the screen.
I think that's the main issue so far. So it cannot provide you with a good strategy or anything additional to what it sees just because it only can see what you show it.
Got it. And I think it could probably watch a video with you if you wanted to do that, like, hey, help me understand this.
Yes.
But again, not having it go on the internet is absolutely limiting because now it's like, okay, it's only going to know what it knows already. It's not going to get new stuff. It's kind of like talking to someone who is on one political side and they're not going to change their mind. And it's like, it's just circular reasoning. Nobody's open to anything. You're not going to learn anything new. It's kind of like that. I see that down the line it might get better. Let's take a look at the code one again, see what that looks like. Because I think right now, if I was going to make money, doing the codes would be key. Let's see if it can create us a Chrome browser extension that, let's say that gets domains from a web page or something like that. Okay, so now we're going to create this. Let's see how it does for this browser extension. Again, it's working very fast. It does give us the downloads of each of them with the instructions. So I think as far as coding, this is going to be a game changer. This is pretty cool. Now, what does that little broom do?
Clean the chat.
Oh, so that's like a clear.
Yeah. So
Got
the
it.
main thing here is that it doesn't have any history apart from within the chat that you started. So if we switch the windows now, everything will disappear.
So this is not like ChatGPT where I can see stuff I said a month ago.
Exactly. Yes.
Got it. One and done. Okay. Same with the audio. I think that's gone once we leave that. So this is creating all the manifest and all the stuff that we need, which is great. So this is much easier to code because we can download the files without copying and pasting them, which, let's see, so output error. Okay, that's probably looks like it timed out because it looks like it did create them.
Yes, it looks
yeah.
finished. So pretty much if we copy that, the only thing that I don't see is, create a new folder. Inside a folder, create 3 files. Here's how to name them and just pass the code into each one. So this is the instruction that I really like because I'm missing that usually when I'm coding. So this is very useful.
Yeah, and I like that it tells you them. Now, what does that little magic wand or pen do up there? Like the 3 dots, so that's rerun, and then the 3 dots do what?
Delete,
Copy text, copy markdown, and then what does the first one do?
Delete the chat.
No, before, like right there, that little magic.
Edit.
So edit.
So you can edit the code, I guess.
Okay, so you could actually...
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think as far as this one, it's... For coding, fantastic. I like it. It's not giving us a preview of the code, which I don't like. I mean, we're not really there yet. Unless
but after downloading these 3 files, we cannot get a preview because it's not a page.
Yeah, it would have to be its own thing and actually loaded. Now, this one, you would actually have to load in your Chrome to make it work, as opposed to like a WordPress plugin. You can just upload it to your WordPress. So I'm thinking so far Google AI Studio A+ on coding. Interacting
Is nice in general. I think the only analysis it's missing right now in comparison to ChatGPT Pro, it's a real-time search and real-time trends.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like if you're looking to make money, that's probably going to waste your time until it gets ironed out. Is it cute to be able to have AI look at the computer with me? Sure. Is it at this point pretty much worthless? Like we're not really getting that much detailed output? Yeah. I mean, I saw a video earlier where a guy was asking it to change the marketing messages. It's something you can do in ChatGPT in 4 seconds, where this is taking a half hour to get the same output. And all it's doing is changing it based on what it knows about marketing or making it more sensationalized. So
like Copilot.
Yeah, I think Copilot is going to do better. And even the coding capabilities of this, I mean, I was excited to look at this and now I'm kind of like let down. Because, the ability to download the code, yes, I like that. I will probably start coding in this because now I can get that file, save that file. We're good to go. As far as the other stuff, like maybe writing an article or something, I'm not sure how it's going to do since it's not actually connected to the internet. So all in all, coding, yes. Interacting, maybe if you want to walk around your house and find the names of products, which are probably on the product anyway.
Yeah,
not
so
really
some of the features can be useful for you.
Yeah.
Some of the features are not that much.
Exactly. So I think, looking at that as coding, let us know your comments below. Check out our other videos and AIProfitScoop.com to learn more about these AI tools. And maybe let us know in the comments what tool you want us to check out next. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.